Country Saturday Night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I'm going to ask that you please remain seated. We're experiencing a little bit of turbulence.
Why listen to those other guys on the weekend when you can listen to the Yanky and the Brit?
Saturday night, 7 p.m. Texas time.
Yanky and the Brit, Country Saturday Night. The RTM Radio Network, howdy. What's going on out there? Y'all doing all right, I hope. Country night. Guest tonight, James Brad Miller. Going to be with us at 8 o'clock, if he remembers. Other than that, we are just here playing some jams. Hello, Erica. How are you? Nice to see you tuning in. Everybody else, welcome to the show. It is so nice to see you. Halloween coming up. What day is our Halloween show, by the way? I forgot what date it is.
26th.
The 26th is going to be the Halloween show. Alrighty, the 26th. And then, let's see, next week. No show tomorrow, so next week, where are we? It'll be Ronnie Trash on Saturday, and then Sunday, Niecy and Donna Ray are going to be here. And they are going to fill our ears and our heads full of what Decoded Records is all about. And we're going to pound them to death.
We have some Donna Ray music to play as well.
Yeah, in fact, we'll throw one of them on here tonight, too. We're going to pound them with some questions and find out who they are and what's going on over there. I'm really curious. Mr. Dan Conley, how are you, mi amigo? Nice to see you hanging out over there tonight. Tuck that thing away before you hurt somebody. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. Can you believe there's a friggin' snowstorm in Chicago? You getting any of that snow, Dan? Has that reached over that far that way, or is it stayed over around Chicago? So no, I saw something somewhere in northeast Ohio anyways. It was starting to snow. My cousin up there around Jefferson over by Ashtabula had said it was starting to snow earlier. I don't know how much or if any there was, to stay, but she did say it was starting to snow. Ugh. Man, I don't miss that. It was 70 today. Beautiful. Nice tomorrow. God, I love Texas. But our days are coming. With the weather like it is, man, who knows? Love it also. We're supposed to be flaking it up later. All the flakes come out at night, do they? No surprise there. RTM Radio Network Country Saturday Night.
Playing more music on your #1 internet radio station.
Here's Tommy Lee Moffitt. The Hag Blue Yodel, number 16. Yodelay.
Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.
Yanky and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. Hello.
Good evening, Saturday night. Let's say a big hello to Dan Conley in the chat room and Phil Smith from Falcon Radio. What are you doing now? Arr. Phil Smith from Falcon Radio is here too.
Hello, Phil.
Hello.
Top of the day to you, laddie.
And Erica is here as well. The chat room's pretty empty other than that. I know, a bit of a quiet night tonight.
I know.
Phil says it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning in Ireland. I almost said UK then.
Oh, sure it is. All right. I got nothing to say. I will say, though, that I know we finally got another free TV channel, right? We just have an antenna, so we get the local stations. Good enough. Not a big TV fan, but we get another one. We have channel 12, 1, 2, 3, and then they gave us channel 4, right? It's Ion TV. What is it? Nothing but continuous cop shows and Jesus in the morning. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of friggin' cop shows. Good God, isn't there anything else to friggin' play? You know, Jeopardy, Fat Phil the psychologist, whatever. I hate that friggin' Phil the Dill. You know, Ellen, what a bunch of crap. Talk shows. Who wants to hear that crap? What is this new one I see? Not The View, Talk or something like that. Like, what is this crap? Get a bunch of yaggy old natter and nannies together and got to listen to them yak about stupid shit. Come on. Put something real on TV. I have to go to PBS if I do want to watch anything. It's the only place to find anything. And that's turning into the friggin' food channel. Nothing but baking, people cooking from every walk of life you can imagine, from Korean to Italian to Japanese and, you know, Lithuanian and God knows what else. Jesus Christ, and those people that run TV, they think people want to watch other shit besides the same goddamn thing every hour? I get sick and tired of that. It's ridiculous. Same shows over and over and over. Police shows. What do? Come on. I can tell you exactly what happens in every single one of them. People get together. Well, it starts off nice, picturesque little scene. Somebody gets murdered. Then the cops show up. They have to figure out what happened. They figure out what happened. At the end of the show, they all sit down for a drink and a cigarette and fly off into the
Can't you go
paradise.
back to having nothing to say?
Yeah, we should. It's just ridiculous. The same crap over and over and over and over. You know, it's just like Facebook. I knocked off so many friggin' things now, I hardly get anything I want to look at anymore because I got rid of looking at the same damn thing over and over and over. My train pages are about the only thing, and I don't even look at them like I did. Now I'm dumping those off little by little because I'm only looking for the ones where they're actually building things and doing something creative, and they're getting few and far between. It's just crazy. Just don't get it. Don't
Maybe the
understand
internet's doing its full circle.
Oh, I'm sick of it. Phil, hate TV. I know, it's ridiculous. All right, so anyways, that's my bitch.
Phil says, I bet you like your fishing shows, Randy.
Got no use for that crap. I am not a sports fan either. That's another thing. Now it's football season. Every friggin' channel on Saturday. Where's the news? There's no news to watch. It's football. God, more garbage. Bunch of friggin' retarded jackasses throwing a ball around. Just like watching footy
Here's
and
a
everything
question.
else.
What would you like to watch?
I don't know. I haven't found anything. So when I see something, I'll say, that's what I want to watch. Even This Old House, I could watch reruns of it, but there aren't any on. You know, I can go online and watch it. But I get tired of sitting in this same stupid chair, you know. I like to go in there and sit. Of course, I have to share it with Alfred. He won't let you sit next to me.
Yeah, our Great Dane, he does not like me sitting on that sofa. It's his bed, so I don't blame him. But we can't just sit on the sofa and watch something without him glaring at you like I've just committed murder.
And Dan, bowling. What are you, out of your mind? Bowling? Oh, there's a winning sport for you. Jeez. I just hate sports. I think they're the biggest waste of time. Golf. Oh, my God. There's a great sport. Hit the bloody little ball around. Hit it across the garden a few times, and when it falls in the hole, give yourself some points and cheat because nobody will know.
Now you know how I feel about the World Cup when that was on in the UK. Oh my gosh, just a bunch of hairy-ass blokes kicking a bag of wind around a field.
Yeah, that's footy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand it. There's nothing to watch that's any good unless you go on. Now, Donna and I watch a movie pretty regular, and we go on YouTube, and there's hundreds of great B movies. There's not too many new ones we can tolerate. The Revenant was pretty good. You know, some of those, but we watch them for free, so it's not a big deal. But a lot of these old B movies are better than some of the new movies.
Yeah, some of them are a little bit on the knob cheese side, but
I love the cheesy effects.
Yeah,
that's the
what
best
I
part.
love. That's what I love. But they are very good storylines.
Like the dinosaur that sits there and flutters in the background because somebody didn't hold the camera still or bad computer work or whatever it is. Hi, Nancy.
Yeah, there's Nancy.
Nancy Bauer, ladies and gentlemen.
Nancy has come in the chat room without hearing Love Shack.
So far. Nisi may show up yet. Or is she off somewhere? Trashing around with some famous music maker. Curling is not a sport. Some dude's chasing a rock and some cleaner constantly sweeping the floor. Now, boxing used to be pretty good, but that's gone to hell in a handbasket too. Now it's so fake now, I can't even stand it. Just can't even take it. People get their brains pounded out and they're in a drop of blood to be seen. Come on. Crown these people. It's like football. They've taken all the rules. They've added so many rules now. There's no fun in football. You know, you used to be able to crash and smash and, oh, you'll get retarded if you bang your head too hard. You can't do that. Let's just put little flags on them. Let's take it all back to flag football. Or tag football even. Tag, you're it. You're next. Ha. Okay, whatever. Jeez. You know, you can't even, there's no manly stuff. Nothing. I can't think of one thing that's worth watching. There's no railroad channel, or I'd probably watch that. And then I'd probably get sick of that. I'm so fed up with seeing railroad videos of people just, videos of a train coming at you and going by. Oh boy, how exciting. Show me how it works. Show me the parts. Build one. Show me what's going on. Show me the mechanics. Jeez. Not me, the machine. When I said mechanics, that's the first thing I thought of. That's it. That's nothing. Nothing good to watch. So TV sucks. Radio.
It's a good job you've got a good-looking wife. You've got something decent to watch.
I know. That's the only thing, though. And I guess I could put you, you know what? I could set the camera over here, the phone camera.
Yeah.
And we can put it through Chrome Dome, and I can watch you on the TV in there.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, so I could get you on TV. I think sex should be a World Cup event. I have it every 4 years. Well, there you go. Now we're getting somewhere. That might be interesting, especially if it's only once every 4 years. Could probably watch that. Porn videos even suck anymore.
Is there anything at all that you like?
Not
I mean,
really.
It doesn't have to be TV. Is there anything that you like?
What do I like? I like a steady income. I like
Anything
money.
else? You like burgers?
Hamburgers. I like burgers. They're
You
good.
don't like coffee from many places?
I prefer coffee from McDonald's
And you love to complain?
or IHOP. And I love to complain and bitch and moan and groan. Yeah, that's my favorite. Comments, complaints, and criticisms. That's my forte right there.
Can you imagine if everything was to Randy's taste? He would be desperately miserable.
You'd all be
because
dead
would
and
have,
bored.
He'd have nothing to moan at.
You'd all be bored to death.
Oh my gosh. The joys of married life.
Politics, I'm sick of looking at those. The TV's full of that crap. Trump tapped this, Trump tapped that. He's like everybody else. He's tapped everything that moves. So what? Big deal. Get sick of hearing that crap, too. Like with Clinton.
Anything else you...
I never had sex with that girl.
Oh,
Oh,
I
you
can't believe
lying
you
son
bang
of a
on
bitch.
about all that. Who cares? I really, really don't care.
You know, just like all these other guys. Pay her some money, she'll shut up. No, she won't. They're all blabbermouths. Can't help that. They know you got money and they're going to get it any way they can. They lie, they cheat, whatever. Religion. Don't even talk religion. Don't even know what to think about it. So yeah, there's nothing I like. Hamburgers and I'd like to quit smoking. I'm close, but I'm not close enough yet.
Close but no cigar.
I don't do cigars. Yuck. I remember Grandpa Darty smoked cigars. Oh, jeez, things gag me.
Oh, the
But I do
smell's
like
nice,
I was going to say I do like the smell when I walk into a room and there's a fine cigar floating around in the air.
Yeah.
Not heavy though, just a nice scent. Or the smell of coal, burning coal. That's always good. Anybody heat with coal these days? I doubt it. Other than the electric companies. And a lot of them ain't even doing that anymore. But that's it. James Brad Miller's going to be here at 8 o'clock.
Do you like him?
I have no idea. Never met him. Couldn't tell you. But we got music. That we got. In fact, we got Shotgun by Sabrina Marie. I don't even know if it's country. Sabrina Marie and Shotgun, Yankee and the Brit Country Saturday night. Brad James Miller going to be here directly, so we're going to do a couple of his tunes before he gives us a buzz.
We're just talking in the chat room, seeing as everybody doesn't like anything right now. We're just talking about the random things that we do like. Now, Bill Smith says that he likes the smell of turf.
Of what?
Turf.
Yeah.
And
love
I
it.
said creosote. And,
Creosote. I painted a whole house with that one time, and I smelled that shit for days. And I'll tell you what, it'll burn a hole in your skin, but damn, it does smell cool.
Mm-hmm. The Yankee Pants sat next to me says the smell of freshly smell of freshly plowed field.
Yeah.
A spring rain and some creosote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots
And
of
I
smells
said-
bring
I
back
said some
memories of places,
tarmac.
too. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the blacktop. When I was driving truck, we'd pave a lot of roads, and I got to haul fresh blacktop. Boy, that smelled good.
And I discovered yesterday that I like the smell
Oh,
of...
God, she's here.
Oh, bloody hell. Go back out the door and come back in without that song in your hand. Turpentine. Now,
Yeah, you got to smell this, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't smell the same in the UK. But it's not that I like the smell, like to be smelling it constant, but because we've been working with it the past few days, I keep getting a whiff of it. Like when I was working on your computer today, I got a few little whiffs of it. And it's just nice just to have around.
Yeah, well, that's, that always makes me think of Mr. Smith, because when I was in art school, he introduced that to me instead of paint thinner, and I smelled it. It's like, turpentine and lead paint. Boy, do they smell good together. Nancy says fresh cut grass. Now, there's a smell
yes.
you can't beat.
Yes.
How many times do we pass that going around the Metroplex?
Oh, I know. I
The
love it.
landscapers are everywhere, man, and what a great odor. And then you cross over from this great smell of fresh cut grass, and what do we drive through? A big cloud of barbecue floating across the highway or something. Oh.
I like the smell of Randy's coffee cupboard. He has the McCafe coffee. He buys the big, massive tins of it. And, oh my gosh, the smell of that is just amazing. It's, every time he opens the cupboard, and I can be like 5 or 6 meters away, and every time he opens that cupboard, I can still smell that coffee. And what else was I just thinking about the smell of? Oh my gosh, I can't remember now. I have no idea.
Fresh coffee, Dan. You nailed it, buddy, man. I love making a fresh pot of coffee, and then I go outside for a little while and come back in the door. Yeah, baby.
Hey, Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Hey, Nisi. Nisi says, did you miss me? Of course we missed you.
Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Nancy likes the smell of gas when she's fueling up her car.
Really? Wow.
I used to love that, but now it seems to give me a headache if I get too big of a whiff of it.
I like the smell of gloss. Not all the time, but sometimes you walk in somewhere and someone's been, painting with some gloss, and you just get a little whiff of it.
Yeah.
And it's just nice. Not as much as what we inhaled.
Well, everything's
that
latex
week.
now. Now it's got a totally different kind of smell to it.
Yeah, not as much as we inhaled that week when we was at that big house in Wiley. But
No, that was latex. That was,
Yeah,
it's not
but
going to harm you so much.
no, but I had a nasty taste in
But
the
I
back
like
of
the
my
smell
throat.
of oil-based paints, like I'm using out there now, Ah, yeah. And one-shot sign paint. Greatest smell in the world, lead and all. Anyways, we better get over here and do these couple tunes here. James Brad Miller, first time out of the chute. And James Brad Miller, Shot of Grace, he should be joining us here directly.
Playing more music on your number one internet radio station.
Here he is, James Brad Miller, first time out of the chute. Beautiful. Beautiful. James Brad Miller, Shot of Grace with the Yanki and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network on a country Saturday night. On the phone with us is the man himself.
James Brad Miller, hello.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Not bad, not bad. We were just playing your song, what was it, The Shot of Grace? What's that one about?
Shot of Grace, that's a song that's about alcohol addiction. The man that wrote it was going through alcohol addiction at the time. I got a chance to talk to the songwriter and get to know him a little bit, and he said it was about his time during alcohol addiction. So one of the men that wrote it, that's what he said the song was about for him. So,
Wow.
And that's what the song's about for me, to help people, realize that there's hope for them with the alcohol addiction, that they can get over it.
And something we've never really asked people before, how do you get hooked up with someone that would like you to sing their song? Did you already know the person, or did they find you on Facebook somehow?
Well, you kind of meet them through other people. Just singing and doing what I do, and you're looking for songs, especially with the internet, it's a lot easier. Yeah. I got connected with a publisher in Nashville, and he made up a CD of a bunch of different songs and sent them to me, let me pick what I wanted, and I happened to pick that song, and he was like, well, that song is not mine, but you can record it for demo purposes for right now until we were able to contact the songwriters. So that's how it happened. I met the publisher that had the song.
Wow. So when did you get started with music?
Oh, man. I've been singing since I was old enough to talk, I guess. But professionally, I guess it started about 20 years old. I started singing in country music bands and performing live and things like that. So that's when I really got serious. When it, let me put it to you this way: when it goes past being a hobby to me, that's where country music started for me, or my profession of singing anyway.
Wow.
Now you're a pastor, right?
Yes, I am.
Now, are you full time, or do you have a day job, or do you just work in the church, or how do you do all that?
No, I have a day job. I travel when the Lord calls me to go to a city or somewhere to preach. I'll travel, and I might stay there a week. I might stay there for 3 months. But then when I come back home, I'll find a job and go back to work. How do you manage
the travel and do the music too? Must get kind of complicated at times.
It does. I mean, I haven't performed in a while though, so a lot of what I'm doing now is just pushing my music, to radio and on the internet and stuff. I mean, you don't have to perform anymore like you used to. I would love to, but it's just not been that time for me to perform right now. So
must keep you pretty busy though, trying to keep up with a schedule and keep things organized and be here and be there.
It's okay. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, nothing hectic right now, but it can get busy. Like tonight, I was online listening to a pastor that I know, and I was like, you know what? I gotta go. I've got a radio interview, so I jumped on here and gave you guys a call so I could get this radio interview done.
Thank you very much.
So, I mean, you can't be a no-show Jones, You gotta show up, when you tell people or when people schedule you. So I try my best to make my schedules,
You ever find you're spreading yourself a wee bit too thin?
No, not yet. But I'm not saying that it won't happen, but not right now.
Do you wish to be famous with your music?
I've been dreaming about being famous for a long time, but, if it happens, it happens. But for me, music is ministry, so as long as somebody's getting a message and it's helping somebody's life, that's what's important to me. But yeah, I've always wanted to be famous as a singer, of course.
You probably wouldn't let it go to your head, would you?
No, but it would be nice not to have to work a regular job anymore.
I can relate to that, believe me.
Yeah, I mean, you get to do something you love, you know what I mean? So it would be doing something I love. And I have a lot of celebrity friends, and I kind of get to live, in the limelight with them, get to talk to them, behind the scenes and stuff. But I haven't made it myself yet, to call myself one of them yet. So hopefully one day.
Now, how long have you been, like, a musician, like an official musician?
Oh, man.
I know you said you started when you were really young, but I mean, is there any particular point where all of a sudden you just decided this is it, I'm going to be a musician, and went forward from there?
Yeah, I mean, probably the first time that I went to Nashville. I've lived in Nashville twice, and Nashville's the type of city, if it's not happening and everything, that city will eat you alive.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm one of the victims of Nashville, I guess you could say. I mean, I've had my victories in the place, but I still haven't achieved what I want to yet in that city. So.
So Nashville took a good bite out of you, anyways.
Yes, it has. Yeah, it humbles you.
I'll bet it does. I lived outside of Nashville. I met a lot of people, so I can imagine what it would do to you if you actually lived right there and were, involved in that every day.
Yeah, I love Nashville. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad against it, but it will teach you a lesson. You're not going to go there and be an overnight sensation, I can tell you that.
What do you think about the music industry today?
Do we have time for all that? I'm not that really happy about it, to be honest with you.
What do you think needs to be done?
I don't know what can be done. I mean, the internet has helped a lot for independent artists, so we can get our music out without a record deal, without, Nashville. We can go to Nashville and record our music and then put it out, I mean, it's important to me to record in Nashville. So I do at least record my music there. But as far as the music business as a whole, I think it could be bigger. I think that record companies could be bigger than what they are, but because they choose to run the way they do, they're not as big as they could be, So that's my opinion.
You had said with the internet, that independent artists can do their own thing and go on, but we don't see much of that. What does it take? I mean, besides money, of course. I mean, that's the obvious answer.
Yeah, it takes a lot of money. I mean, if you have to promote yourself and do all the work that the record company would do for you. But, even with the record company, you're going to pay it back. Before you see any money from album sales or anything, you still got to pay that money back. It's just a big loan that they give you, really. I mean, they see potential in you and they invest in you, but they're like, you know what? Before you get paid, you got to pay us back. And you got to pay us back whatever we say you owe us. So it's not as easy doing that by yourself as it is with a record company, even though you will owe them money in the end.
Well, where
is the point where you start making money as an artist?
Yeah, I'm talking about as an independent artist, not
as an independent artist.
Not with Nashville backing you up. You had said with the internet, artists can promote themselves and all that. But other than money, what does it take? I mean, it takes a lot of hard work. You have to make this a job, right?
You got to have the right connections. I mean,
okay.
Everything is really about meeting the right person or persons. I mean, you can't quit. You can't give up. Because when you give up, you're never going to meet those people. And I really believe that if it's a dream of yours, this is something that, God has called you to do, or is it a dream that you've had since a little kid, then you have to keep doing it. If it's a passion that's in you, you can't give it up. It's just in you, and you're always going to do it. So that's what it is for me. I'll never give up as long as I can sing and I have a voice, and I'm going to keep doing it. And I believe eventually I'll run into the right person. It's called destiny. You know what I mean?
Right. Sure do.
So, yeah. But, yeah, it costs a lot of money along the way before you meet that person.
Ain't that the typical world?
Yes. Yes.
Wish we could get along without that money.
Well, we all do like 10% of something we don't want to do, so that we can do 90% of something we love.
No, I must have
that's how it's supposed to be.
I must have it backwards then.
Well, a lot of us do, because we want to get to that point, So. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us are doing 80% of things we don't like so that we can do 20%. of things we do like.
I think I'm about 95 and 5.
Yeah, it differs. It differs with everybody.
My head's starting to get a flat spot on it from beating it against the wall.
That's too many times with the shovel.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a great wife, I know. So, do you write any of your own songs?
I do write some of my own songs, but you have never heard them performed by me or anybody else for that matter. I don't put them out to the public. Right now, I try to get the most professional music that I can get to put out for myself. And then maybe one day, if, when and I do make it, then I'll present my songs and try to get my songs. But I really think that you should try to find the best songs you can find right now for your voice.
So you think that it's a case of getting one out there?
I guess I really don't have that much faith in my songs.
Oh, well, you should. You should.
So,
you never know what you're capable
You of all people.
So
what do you like to do to relax?
Oh, to relax. I don't know. I mean, I like the beach. I like the mountains. I like to go on little trips, vacation, just to get away and stuff. A lot of my time to get away is when I go on these ministry trips because I'm going to places. A lot of times I've never been to those places, so it's a vacation for me too. So I do those kind of things. I'm a single guy. I don't go out on dates or anything like that, so I don't do much except for ministry, music, and work.
Well, it certainly keeps you busy. I don't see how you have time to fit anything else in.
Exactly,
So do you have a musical family?
Let's see. Not really. I mean, I have a few in the family that I know play instruments. Like my granddad, he played the stand-up bass, and he was in a gospel group, I think. And they used to be on the radio. He's the only one really that I can think of from my mom's side of the family. My dad's side of the family, my cousin Tommy, my dad's first cousin, plays piano, and he plays in a gospel group. Also, okay, I forgot also. My Uncle Danny, my mom's brother, plays guitar and sings some too. So if that's, if I had to identify where I got my talent, it would be from those people, I guess. But it wasn't from hearing them when I was young.
What kind of music did you listen to when you were little? What's your earliest musical memory from when you were really little and had little dinky feet?
My dad is not a singer, but he used to sing to me when I was little, and I remember him singing the old songs to me. He used to sing Rhinestone Cowboy to me, and I sing it now. I mean, I like to perform Rhinestone Cowboy to this day, and it comes from my dad singing to me when I was a little kid, So that's probably the earliest I can remember music. But my favorite is the 80s music. I really love the 80s music. I grew up during the 80s, and to me, there's no better music than the 80s.
You mean of all types, or country, or what kind of...
Yeah, all types, but I'm usually referring to the pop music, rock music, when I was a kid. Yeah. But 80s country is good as well. My dad was into Alabama. I remember listening to Alabama a lot because he had all of their CDs and stuff and cassette tapes.
Yeah, through most of the 90s, country music was pretty good. Then when it got toward the end of the 90s, it just kind of went flop and became all this rap garbage.
I agree with you.
Angel MC and Niecy Howard in the chat room said, "Hey, Brad."
Hello, hello.
I just want to say a quick hello to the turd brains in the chat room, Sherry Schmidt.
Is she really?
She's in the
Hi,
chat
Sherry.
room. Yeah, she
Nice to see you, girl.
Hello, everybody in the chat room.
You never know who's going to sneak in here once in a
No,
while.
I know. So, do you have any heroes, James Brad Miller?
In country music, my favorite country singer is George Strait. So he would be my hero in country music. But my ultimate hero is Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Always first and foremost.
Yes. So.
But you can't sing that, since you're not a womanizer, if you will, for lack of a better term at the moment. You can't sing that "All My Exes Live in Texas" song.
Oh, sure I can.
Texas is the place I really love.
Well, you're in where? South Carolina or North Carolina?
I'm in South Carolina.
Okay, you're far enough away from Texas. You're safe.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. A part of my ministry, I traveled to Houston for 3.5 months. I just got back about 4 months ago from Houston, Texas.
Were you here for the rain?
I was here for the hurricane, but all we got was rain here in this part of South Carolina. I live in the upstate of South Carolina, close to Greenville.
Oh, yeah. Been there lots of times. I can hear your accent.
Yeah.
I knew it was somewhere over in that neck of the woods.
Yes.
So, what is your hopes and dreams for the future? You know, like, if you get really, really famous and rich with your music, what advice have you got for yourself?
Oh, man. My hope is to, maybe one day make it and move back to Nashville, because I believe that's my home. It's where I'm supposed to be. I mean, I don't know if you've ever lived anywhere where you felt like you was at home. And although you were born and raised in other places, but that's Nashville to me. When I'm there, I feel like I'm at home. Like I was meant to be there.
You don't ever feel like you were cheating on where you were born and raised?
No, absolutely not.
I don't know how else to put that into words, but,
Well, I don't, and I'm from 5,000 miles away.
Exactly.
Well, when I came here, Texas was very comfortable for me the first time I ever came here, which was around 30 years ago, my first trip to Texas. And over the years, I've been back and forth many times, and it just was so comfortable being here. In the wintertime, it was nice. And, but when I finally made the move, and I've lived in other places, like I said, lived in Nashville and a few other big places outside of Nashville. But when I got here, after I left Ohio, where I'm from, for a little while, it was kind of, I don't know if I was missing everything I ever knew or if I felt like I was, cheating on my past. And it's like, I'm moving to a new place. I'm not quite sure what I felt, but it was just strange for a little while.
Yeah. I mean, it's your new home. It's where you're supposed to be. And that's what I meant, Right now, I'm not in Nashville, but when I go back and I visit, I always feel that same feeling. I don't feel like I don't know where I'm at or whatever. I feel at home there.
Like a comfortable pair of shoes.
Yes, I love it there. Love it. I've lived and worked there, and I know the place, so... Yeah, I've heard it's changed over the years, but, it's been a while since I've been back to Nashville. Last time I went, I guess, was probably about a year ago. I went to TBN Studios to record a song. And that is Conway Twitty's old studio and land that he used to own. He sold it to Trinity Broadcast Network, which is a Christian network.
Right.
And I went and recorded there. I like the fact that, it was a Christian place, but I also like the fact that it used to belong to Conway Twitty. Because I'm friends with his daughters on my Facebook as well. They're on Facebook. They even have a group on Facebook. His daughters do. And I met them after I recorded that song. Came back home about 6 months after that. I met Joni Twitty, and then I met Kathy online as well.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
Do you have any intentions of making any music videos?
I'm gonna tell you, that's money. That's a lot of money to do that. So
It is way
that
too
would
much fun
that
to
would
use.
have to be a record company investing in me. Because that's not something that I want to concentrate on right now. I mean, I do have videos where I was on TV live, on my YouTube and stuff. But as far as making a video, that is, to me, that's a lot of money to do it right. So,
Well, I've said this to many artists before too. It's quite a difference to sit here and chat with you and hear your voice and then hear you sing. It's like two different people.
yeah, my mom says that. She said, you know, like Gomer Pyle when he talks and sings.
And then he talks normal,
Yeah.
or when he sings, for that matter.
Yeah.
Boy, can he sing too! Guys, was amazing.
Yes, he could really sing well. So, yeah, I can relate to that. I mean, some people say they can hear my singing voice when I talk, and some people are like, "That's not you. That's not you sing."
No, I'm not hearing it.
If you've heard of Tommy Lee Moffat, he's an independent. You've probably seen him floating around Facebook. He is Scottish, and you cannot tell that he's Scottish when he sings. I hear the odd twang in his voice, but I only hear it because because of where I come from, and all my Scottish connections. But I don't think most people could tell from over here.
Yes, I know Tommy. I know who you're talking about. I've heard his music. So, yes. I remember when I first heard it, it was like he's from Ireland or Scotland. I'm like, really? You can't tell. So I understand what you mean.
Well,
I think he's a Dakota Records artist, isn't he?
Yeah,
Or
I believe so.
Well, he and I both are Dakota Records artists. So
we had a guest from Ireland, Jordan Mogi, and to hear him sing, oh my God, the guy's fantastic. But to talk to him is two different things, you know, with his Irish accent. It's just unbelievable, the difference.
Yeah.
But I guess if you look at someone like, oh geez, why can't I think of his name now? He's stuttering.
Mel Tillis.
Yes, that's who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Pam first. Yeah, Mel. He stutters like crazy, but boy, can he sing.
Yes, he could. He stuttered when he acted and stuff, but when he sings, it's something they said that the air comes out of your throat differently when you're singing than when you're talking. So you don't stutter when you sing. So anybody that has a stuttering problem, try sing.
Yeah, you can sing your sentences if you have to.
Yeah. Exactly.
What was the first album that you ever bought? Do you recall?
It was the B-52s from the 80s.
B-52s, Love Shack. Nisi knows that song very well.
Oh, let's see. The furthest back that I can remember for Christmas when I was a kid was probably Duran Duran, Footloose, the movie.
Oh, boy.
The soundtrack.
It was a great song until I saw the movie.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny Loggins is awesome. I mean,
yeah, but then when I saw the movie, it ruined everything.
Way more
than
film?
Footloose. What film?
Footloose.
Oh, I didn't know there was a film called Footloose. Oh.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, yeah.
Oh, no, I've never seen it.
And he dances great and all that, but that kind of stuff just is not my thing. Those kind of movies. It's too, I don't know.
Well, it was made for the kids in the 80s, so, and they remade the movie for today for the kids now, so.
Oh, I don't remember a remake.
Different character. Yeah, they did a remake of Footloose.
Oh, geez, now I'll have to look it up. I guess we'll be watching that whether we want to or not.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I was into Duran Duran, and I had a record player, way back when, a little 45s, I guess, and had records for it. And I remember having Duran Duran, and on one side was Wild Boys, And on the other side, I can't remember what it was, but Wild Boys was like a hit for them during that time.
I just remember Rio and what's the one? Something Wolf, Run Like the Wolf. What is that? What's that called?
Yes, Hungry Like the Wolf.
Hungry Like the Wolf. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
A couple of tunes from around that time frame for those guys.
Love Duran Duran. Still love Duran Duran.
Yeah, what's that one we sang for Samo too? Oh, that was Rio.
Yeah, it was Rio.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So, do you have any music that's available to purchase?
Yes, you can find my music on iTunes, Amazon, anywhere you shop for music under the name Bradley Miller.
Bradley Miller. And is your name James Brad Miller or Bradley Miller? Wasn't
Well,
quite sure.
Well, I think that it was a problem maybe with the record company I was with a coder or something, but they called me James Brad Miller because that's what's on my Facebook, and it's fine, but I was going by Bradley Miller as an artist, and that's how you find my music. So
yeah, well, I have that issue too, and Donna both when people send us music, a lot of times they don't put the artist's name on there. Mm-hmm. But then we find out that they're going by another name when we actually see the album or see it on YouTube or something. And, sometimes I tag these things wrong, and it's like we're calling them by one name, and then we turn around and find out. In your case, it's like, well, it said James Brad Miller on there, so I tagged them both the same way. And, had I known, of course, I would have changed it around to the proper way, but that's how it was sent, and that's all I have to go with is what's on the email.
Well, it's okay. It's my name, but for purchasing purposes, you got to look for Bradley Miller, if you want to find the music. I have a full album that's for sale that I put out through CD Baby, but you can find it on iTunes, Amazon, and anywhere you can find downloadable music. It's a download.
Did you hear that, Dakota? You guys paying attention over there? We get a lot of them like that. Nisi, I'm talking to you.
Well, it's not their fault because they're going by your name on Facebook.
Well, I know, but when the artists get together with these people, you guys must talk to each other.
And
well,
also,
you know what? I'm not even going to go there.
Also, let me say something.
No, you hang on a minute. I'm talking now.
I'm talking here.
He's supposed to be talking. Shush. I'm not going to say anything about it because Nisi and Donna Ray are going to be on the show Is it next weekend?
Yeah. So watch what you say, because they'll rip your head off and.
I'll chew them a good one then. Okay, you go on now.
I was going to say, in Nisi's defense, Nisi will get the music through and she'll forward it on to us. And sometimes it depends on how the person's name the song. Nisi shouldn't have to go in there and rename all the songs. The person's supposed to send it over it in the right name as it is. But sometimes you just get it any old how, don't you? So
yeah, like I said, in her defense, it's not her fault. She's my promoter. She does all my promotion. Thanks to her. She's the one that keeps me, like you was talking about with the schedule. She's the one that comes and says, Brad, you've got an interview tonight. Yeah, I'm like, okay, thanks. So I was doing a Facebook Live when Donna messaged me earlier, and that's why I was like, okay, Donna who? And you was like, you have a radio interview with us tonight. I'm like, oh, okay, yes. Now I know. If you would have said Yanki and Brit, then I would have known who it was. So, yeah.
Well, if Nisi would have said Bradley Miller, we'd have known who you were.
Well, I have a like page. That's Bradley Miller on Facebook.
Well, we were trying to figure out this other song. You sent 2 songs, or somebody sent 2 songs anyways, and I couldn't get it to load. We couldn't get in to download the thing or anything, so we went and found the one on YouTube, and it worked fine. But it was just the idea that we didn't know it was under Bradley Miller, and we had to take a few minutes here to sit and figure out if you were the same guy.
Yeah, we thought it was 2 different blokes.
Well, on YouTube, it's Country Music Man,
Oh, we didn't even see that. We saw Bradley Miller.
Well, that's good. That's good that you could find it. And there's another Brad Miller that does train songs, and that's not me.
Ooh, I got to find him.
Which is why I go by Bradley Miller, because I didn't want any distinction with me and other people,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to get in his way or him to get in my way, because he puts out quite a bit of music too.
You know, we were talking about the 80s. A good friend of mine, Lee Godfrey, in the chat, he says the 80s were fun from what I hear, and then I read up later, and he says it's still kind of blurry. That's the way I remember it.
Well, I was a kid during the 80s, so...
Me too. I was young and good looking back then.
Yeah, so it wasn't blurry for me. It was really clear and fun, so...
Well, I graduated in 76, you know, so I came through the end of the 70s, and of course before that, all the music and everything, the 60s and the 70s, and when the 80s came around, between like 77 and 81 or 2, I was still doing the disco thing, man. I was just going crazy, going to the disco, dancing and having a good time.
Travolta.
Oh, I was worse than that. I mean, better than that.
Let's go with worse. Let's go with worse. I can imagine worse.
Why don't you stay out of my dreams,
I've
Ethel?
seen my husband dancing and shaking his back end in Walmart, of all places.
I fit right in with the Walmartians.
I recorded him a few weeks ago shaking his tush.
Hi, Carol.
Carol
Hi, Angel.
Durham is in the chat room. She's just come in.
Everybody's
Hello, Carol.
checking you out.
Hello, Nisi.
Can you see the chat room where you are?
No, I don't, but I remember you saying she was in it, so I'm saying hi. I don't want them to say later, hey, I said hi to you and you didn't say anything.
Nisi's
But
only...
you know,
Oh, I'd do it anyways.
Nisi's not coming to listen to you. She's coming to demand that Randy and I sing Love Shack. It's what she does every week.
oh, okay.
It's her little thing that she loves. She loves to hear us sing Love Shack.
She's a very busy woman, I know, with Dakota Records, so...
Well, she's going to be busy next
always-
Sunday. I'll guarantee you that. She got a lot to answer to.
Yes, Donna Ray's joining us and Nisi is joining us on the show next week.
Hello,
28th.
Donna. Is Donna in the chat room?
No,
Donna Ray?
she's not. No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So, is there anything that you would like to add before we flush you down the Yankee and the Brit show toilet? We've never flushed a pasta before.
It's the first time
Well,
for
you know-
everything, dear.
If anybody's interested, they can find me on Facebook under Apostle James Brad Miller. If you're looking for my music, you can find me on Facebook, and I will show you. I will give you the links right in personally so you can get my music. But if you just want to be my friend, that's fine too. On
Oh, I was going to
Facebook.
ask you, too, how long have you been a minister?
Well, I got saved December the 2nd, 2003, and not long after that, I'd say about 10 years that I've been, you know, a pastor and a minister, ministering to people.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good.
But it's been about 15 years for my whole time with the Lord.
That's a long time, actually, but then that probably doesn't seem like that long to you.
It's went by quick. I mean, you know, yeah, so.
You know, the
But
older
yeah.
you get, too, I just turned 60 this past April, and I swear it just seems like time is just going faster and faster.
Yes, but one thing I can say, it's a lot better with Jesus, you know, than it is without him. So
Well,
that's my main message for everybody.
Very good. We're going to give you the flush. Say a prayer for me. I could use one. And,
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming on the show. Sure appreciate it. Nice hearing a good old Southern accent.
Yes.
Sound like a good
Thank
man.
y'all,
You're a little
thank
busy.
y'all for having me tonight.
Don't
I
work
really
yourself to
appreciate it.
death.
Sure won't. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
More music. Flash it back. Music now. Power. More hit music. Summer music. Power. WOCS.
Here's that angel with the golden arches, Angel McDonald. You are my sunshine. Yankee and the Brit, Angel MC, as Donna likes to call her. I'm not sure what to call her anymore.
That is Angel MC in the chat room, belting out at the top of her lungs.
I know. I'd like to know what her real name is.
McDonald.
That's not what you say.
No, I say I like to call her that just to annoy you.
Well, it works.
Good.
Annoying.
I said in that video that I did yesterday, the guest list video, I said, I know Randy likes it when I call her that.
Silence, you wanker. Yeah, that's a badass version, I gotta tell you there, Angel. That's pretty wicked. I don't know if he was on crack or what, but that's a hell of a way to do it. That's pretty cool. I've never heard a version of it like that.
Yeah. And I have to ask, did you write that Christmas tune? It is very, very good. I just love it.
I know, that's
cool,
wicked.
isn't it?
Now I'm
Yeah.
waiting to hear all the other Christmas songs that we've gotten, because
Oh,
I
I
haven't heard any
know.
of them except the one we played last night from Angel.
Yes, we have.
Oh, Sherry's always
folder.
happy that I'm annoyed. She loves to hear me whine. Well, I love you too, my dear.
She was talking about nobody would like to hear her sing. I said, I love it when she sings. But she never calls in and sings to us anymore, does she?
Nope.
Schmidt-head.
Hi, Carol.
Carol Durham in the chat room.
Lee, my man. What's going on? Lee bought a house.
Yeah, very
You believe
cool.
that?
Very,
I wasn't sure if it
very
was a
cool.
truck with a big bunk like Keith Sampson has now or what. That'd make a good house. You know, if we got a paycheck, I'd go back to trucking. You want to go trucking? We'll just leave it all behind. We'll disappear. We can eat truck stop food and gain about 800 pounds, and we can let our hair get greasy and wear shorts and sandals with socks on.
You won't
and-
even fit me in a truck if I gain 800 pounds. I'm already about 900
I
now.
could make lots of jokes, dear, but I don't think you'd like too many of them.
No, probably not.
We'd be overweight as soon as we crossed the first scale.
It'd make me fatter.
Oh, boy. Well, anyways. Nice to see you guys hanging out with us tonight. Angel MC.
Oh, there she
Thomas
goes
is
again.
here. Hi, Thomas, by the way.
Look at Schmidt-head. When the moon hits the sky like
A
a
big pizza pie, that's amore.
amore.
That's a Murray. Amore.
Angel MC says, no, I just sung it my way.
Oh, no. She's as bad as me calling her Angel McDonald, or Angel Golden Arches
Angel
McDonald, or whatever I
MC.
said. Jeez. You guys are beyond goofy. Nobody's talking about food tonight. What's the matter with
know.
you guys? You all right?
Because we was all talking about creosote and the smell of tarmac.
Creosote. Oh, yeah, those great
Carol-
odors we were talking to Phil about.
Carol
Right.
Durham says that she would like to hear Alfred. She says she's missed him, so give him a shout.
Who?
Give Alfred a shout. Carol says she's missed him.
Alfred.
Come over a minute. Come over here a minute. Come here.
Hey. Hi, Mom. What's up?
Well, Carol Durham has missed you, so say hello to Carol
Oh,
Durham.
hi, Carol.
And Angel MC, you've not chewed on her ankle yet, so say hello to Carol. Angel.
Angel. Oh, that sounds pretty wild. She got 4 legs?
Angel has got 4 legs. Yes.
She does?
Yes.
Oh, what kind is she?
She's a French poodle.
Oh, no.
I know that you like poodles.
Where's my bone, Mom? It's under the cupboard, bonehead.
I don't think he means
Go
that
get it for
bone.
me. That's not the bone we're talking about. Oh, Lord. That still works, too, at my age. Shut up, jerk.
And Sherry Schmidt-head, you've not chewed her ear for a long time.
That's because she just... I don't know what to say about her. Well, just say something nice. I don't know what to say.
She's
Just
supposed to be a
say
poodle.
hi. Hi, Jerry. He's so nice. Hi, Jerry. You can't just say... Can't be nice and say hi or anything like that. Oh, don't you worry, Mr. Godfrey. I ain't humping no legs around here. Not mine, especially.
So, Alfred the radio dog, what did you think of Angel MC's song?
Nice and wicked.
Was it wicked?
Yeah, it made me horny. What?
Did it make you drool?
How did it make you horny? It's just one of those songs. You got that wicked voice. Poodles are cool like that. Oh, boy. What a jerk.
Yes, some poodles can sing really, really well.
I'm glad you asked for me, Carol. Right in the middle of a nice nap. Thank you. You see how nice he talks to her, though?
I think there was a little bit of sarcasm in his voice.
Yeah,
just
but he
there.
said it nicely. Unlike when he's talking to Sherry, it's like, "Hi, Sherry." Can't say anything nice.
You should hear what he says about you behind your back.
I can imagine. Yeah, Pop, you want to hear what it is? No, save it for another time.
You're not his kind of poodle.
What? Is he okay? Yeah, it should be all right. Don't worry.
When you were outside earlier, Alfred the radio dog came over and started sniffing on your chair, and you know that stain he wasn't sure about? He had a good lick.
That, Pop?
He had a good lick.
I know. What's that stain, Mom? What the hell is that? I have no idea, dude. Something I spilled or I shit my drawers or something. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, geez, Pop, that's disgusting. Hey, Thomas. Thomas has got a poodle putty.
What's a poodle putty?
I think he pulls it. Pulls his putty. That's a good one. I don't know, Sherry. There's a stain on my seat. Yeah, you should see it. I don't know what it is. I have no idea where it came from. It's probably coffee because I'm constantly drinking coffee over here. And I got these big fat mugs. They're the ones that you get a drip lip from them. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. You when you drink them, man, it's like your lip can't seal these damn things, and it just dribbles out from around your lip.
And the way you sit with your legs open, you're saying that the coffee dribbles down your cup, down and drops in between your legs.
Off his chin. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it is a very pointy chin, isn't it? So as
mine or his? Yours. Hey, long face. Don't you start that again.
Sherry Schmidhead in the chat room, Alfred, says that Randy probably pooped himself.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't have that wonderful scent that I like so much.
What did it taste of when you licked it?
It wasn't poo.
It wasn't poo?
Thank you. See, I'm cleared on that count anyways.
Was it sweet?
Oh, it wasn't sweet either. I don't know what it was. It's pretty weird. Oh, jeez. Are you done? See, I wish you wouldn't call him in here like that.
I know. Well, that's down to Carol Durham. She always demands that
you don't need to be in here. This is our show.
Well, he come in for the poodles in the chat room, and Angel MC is here, and he's never checked her out before.
Well, Carol asked me to come in. That's why I'm here. Well, I know. That's fine, but you're picking on me. That's
Sherry Schmidhead in the chat room says, Alfred, you could be wrong. Listen.
That's good, Sherry.
Yeah.
You shut up, jerk.
Alfred said Sherry says that the coffee would hit your belly before, so there is no way in that world that stain.
Sherry says coffee. Alfred's being nice because he gets fed. You call that a meal? You shut up. That's it. Out. Go back to bed. All right, Uncle.
I know, it's a piss poor excuse for dinner, isn't it?
Nice to see you. Bye, Carol. Oh, God, I'm glad he's gone.
You not said hello. You not said good night to Sherry Schmidhead and the poodle Angel MC. Say good night.
Right.
They all come in here to talk to you tonight. You're one rude dog.
He's gone. He's got those fresh cushions to lay on. He's probably loving the smell. At least that'd be my guess, anyways.
And Erica has just come back in the chat room.
Erica, my love.
She missed Alfred the radio dog. I can't believe she missed him.
Yeah, Alfred was talking to everybody. She comes and goes like a light breeze.
She's on a karaoke night, apparently, she said.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We should play a karaoke song here and have her call in and sing to it. Oh, the timing's off. It won't work,
yeah,
will
it would never work. It would never work.
Bummer.
Alfred,
cool.
Sherry said good night.
He's probably already out.
I know. He was snoring earlier. I don't know whether you guys heard him during the interview.
The glass was vibrating in the window.
During that interview, I actually heard him snoring. It was making me laugh.
Yeah, he's a wee bit over the top, don't you know? All right, so anyways, thank you very much to James Brad Miller for coming by and hanging out with us. Very cool. Nice guy.
And for you Donna Joe fans, or Donna Carol fans, however you know her.
Yes, good news.
She's coming back on the show on the 11th of November.
Are you paying attention, Dan?
I know some of you guys absolutely love Donna Joe, so it's going to be a good night. She's been on here twice before me. She's had us all laughing so bloody hard, so yeah, it's going to be a good night.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And when is that going to be again?
It's going to be on the 11th.
Well, you need to write that up there, too. I am starting to refer to that list.
Well, I'm going to pull that one down and put up my
Oh, okay. November 11th, right?
Yes, November the 11th.
That's a long time to wait.
And she agreed to it just after I'd made my fancy new video, my guest list video. Well, I wouldn't call it fancy.
And we're
but-
not going through that again.
No, we are not. Ha, ha.
Did any of you guys see Donna's guest list update video?
Yes, I can now reach out of my computer screen.
I know she's
and,
a tricky little snot.
And I can punch Randy in the face, and then I can put my hand back in, and he'll never know what happened. Very cool.
We couldn't wait to do that so we could pull that little trick. If we could just get the lighting right in here, it'd be really badass.
Schmidt had said, "Have fun, kiddos. I'm out of here."
All right, then. Night, love.
Night.
Please drive safe. Nice to
Night-
hear from you, too, by the
Night,
way.
turd brains.
Shithead. I mean, Schmidthead. Okay, well, let's move on over here. No, Sherry, you can't leave. I was saving a song for her.
Why don't you put a Donna Joe tune on?
I
for
will,
these
but I was
guys?
saving a song for Sherry.
Was ya? Sherry,
Yeah.
don't you go anywhere.
She's probably gone. She's
Go and
one of
put
those
it
ones
up.
that just is
Press-
clicking is going.
Press play quick.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Anne-Marie Pacerno, Donna Joe, and Benny Pitzinger. Bonfire, Yankee and the Brit, Saturday, country night. What's going on, man? Donna Joe, now we find out, is going to join us on the show. What is the day again?
The 11th of November.
The 11th of November, then. Right. Wonderful, then. Niecy, Howard, and Donna Ray are going to join us on Sunday, the 28th, next Sunday. And we're going to twist their brain all around in little tight circles
Not too much.
so we can find out who Dakota is and what they're all about and what they do for people when they sign you up. We're going to get all the nitty-gritty down to the dirty details and see who these people are. I think it'll be very interesting to find out. I'm dying to know, actually. I'd like to know what goes on over there. Maybe Donna and I will take our love shack and go over there and say, see what we can do? Scare the hell out of everybody because it's Halloween. No? How come I'm the only one laughing about that?
Because you're the
You're
only
looking
one
at me
that's
like
finding
you're a
it
knob.
funny.
Oh, I see. Well, that's just fine and dandy. Thanks, Brit, for backing me up. Always nice to have you around.
You are so very welcome.
Yeah, I bet. All right. So anyways, we're just here jamming on. Nothing
Where
fancy.
did Dan Conley go?
I remember he said he was going to have to take a little ride later. That's why he wasn't drinking any beer tonight. So I think that's
All right,
what it
I
is.
consider you forgiven then, Dan.
I guess that's it.
Just this once, don't do it again.
Ah.
So, what do you have lined up to play then?
I have Benny
Or are you gonna
Pitzinger in the
sit there
music
with your
tree sitting
finger on
here
your back
waiting
end?
to be played upon the ears of the forgiven. So, and also, again, thank you to James Brad Miller for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
Nice guy. Very nice guy. Not what I was expecting. What was
What
I
was you
expecting?
expecting?
I'm not sure. I knew you were going to ask that. I'm not sure, but he was a very nice guy.
Yes, sir.
And I miss hearing that southern accent. You know, I used to love going to North Carolina, South Carolina, down in there when I was trucking. I kind of miss it. What is that noise?
It's the coffee maker.
I swear to God, this microphone could pick up an ant taking a leak. Jeez. It's crazy.
For once, it's not the dog snoring, it is the coffee maker. Oh, and it smells so
I
nice.
know, doesn't it? And you can't have any.
No, I think you should give me some.
You
And
got
the
any?
coffee.
You got any of your coffee left?
No, it's all gone.
Every bit.
Every last bit. In fact, the last half of a jug I poured into your coffee pot just to mix it all up.
Why, you did not?
I did.
You better be lying to me. You better be winking over there. I'll kick your friggin' British butt right back onto the plane. Oh, man, I'll kill you, you mess up my coffee. Not funny.
One drives the train, the other has the caboose. It's the Yankee and the Brit.
There's our buddy Benny Pitzinger, the music tree, on Country Saturday Night.
Tree stood off.
Eric Grasson, we were on the Yankee and the Brit Country Saturday Night. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us. One more for the road, and we are out of here. Time to hit the happy highway for the weekend. You guys have yourself a good, safe weekend. No matter what you do tomorrow, hope it's warm and safe where you are. If not, bundle up and hang the hell on. Put the phone down while you're driving, too. Use your brain, what little bit you got left of it. All right, one more for the road here. Like I said, Russell Craig, Call Me the Rain. We'll see you next week.
Remember, if for any reason you must leave your radio, please have the man at the door stamp your ear so you can listen again later.
Brandon, Man, and Donna, where are you? We've got some tunes to play now. Brandon, Man, and Donna, where are you? We need some jams from you now. Come on, Brandon, Man,
And Donna too.
pretending you got a rant on. Holding me, I can hear you yell and bicker. You know we got a radio show to do, so Donna, do get ready for your act. Don't hold back. And then the man, when you come through, you're gonna have yourself a super act. That's a fact. Brandon, Man, and Donna, here are you. You're ready and you're willing.
Donna,
If we can count on you,
Donna do.
I know you rule the airwaves.